competent speaker in a short while. But before then, let's have the host, Ms. Catherine, Dr. Catherine, say a few words. Ms. Catherine, over to you.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back on board. Today is day one. We've had the first session with Fosi, Tech and the Future. Second session with Mrs. Abdul Majid, Financial Management for Small Business Owners. Third session with Ms. Susan, Emotional Intelligence. Fourth session with Honorable Taiwo, breaking the age ceiling involving women in politics. And today, day 5, we have the delectable, the mother of the word resilience, the person who has gone through thick and thin and comes back stronger after every challenge life throws at her. I don't know what other amazing word to use in describing you, but I know I have a lot of them up here. That is Ms. Enifome Ogbimi. Changing lives, careers, futures, organizations with her story. If you're not here, I really don't know what to say to you. This is one that I don't know that person who would tell me they haven't had challenging times in their lives. I have had different challenging times, different occasions. And every time I hold on to one thing I learned from somewhere or the other, or the Bible, there's always something to give us that renewed hope. And here we have Ms. Enifome coming to tell us not something that happened some time ago, one story, but coming to help us learn from her own life story. I have listened to her on different occasions, and it is better you hear it from her. And the most important part, how she bounced back at every point. That is the most important part. And I believe today will be transformative. I believe lives are about to be changed tonight. Trust me, if you are going to pay attention and stay till the end. I don't want to waste any more of our speakers' time. Okay, I think the network kicked her out. It should be, okay, she's here. Okay, so please enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Don't cry, you. Don't cry. It's not. You can see, it's not looking like anything that would make you cry. But don't cry. But don't worry. When you hear where she's coming from, this is somebody that has gone around the world telling her story. And today we are privileged to have her here. Thank you very much, Ms. Enifome. You're looking amazing as always.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
I'll relinquish control to you, Ms. Ebere. Please do your thing. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Indeed, today's focus on building a mindset that welcomes challenges and turns them into opportunities for growth. I would like to invite everyone to please participate and connect with others in the group as well. All right, without further ado, I'll be calling up our speaker for today. Permit me to share. Let me quickly get that. Make sure you are here and you are present as we go on this exciting and transformative ride. Okay, Ms. Enifome Ogbimi is a purpose-driven woman, a firebrand and reformer on a mission to help people build better lives. She is a transformational coach, a master event compere, an inspirational speaker, and multi-potentialite who is widely known for using her faith-filled words to birth life and people, events, and organization. Her passion to help people build better lives has led her to several life-transforming projects, including the Live Again Shelter, a temporary place of solace for broken, distressed, and abused women, as well as the Live Again Outreach, a transformative initiative and complete makeover to help women live again in all aspects of life. She is the MD and CEO of the Fog Solutions Company, a solutions-driven company on the mission to help people build better lives through world-class innovations and solutions. Resilience is her superpower, a skill she built from challenging life situations and various work experiences, which has helped her become versatile and highly resourceful, a true delight to any individual, audience, or organization. She holds a bachelor's in civil engineering from the prestigious University of Benin, Edo State, Nigeria, as well as certifications in life coaching, safety, information system management, digital marketing, website design, and public speaking. She has a track record of individuals and organizations which she has worked with and helped to attain uncommon results with numerous accolades, including the Icons Africa Award for Business and Humanitarian Impact and the Change Maker of the Month by the African Change Makers Platform, African Achievers Award for Humanitarian of the year 2024. Her resilience and determination have always been celebrated. Earning her the ASPIFF I Survived Against All Odds Awards, and she was recently listed as one of the 100 power women in Nigeria by Power Women Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you to the Path to Success Conference, Ms. Enifome. Please give her a wonderful, wonderful, warm welcome. Welcome to you, ma'am. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Can we see the virtual applause?
Thank you.
We need to welcome our speaker on stage. Can we see the virtual emojis? Thank you, Lit English Diction. Please, let's welcome her. She's not saying a word if I don't see at least 7 virtual applause. Let's do this. We can do it. Yes, 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 yes. We can do it. We can do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for having me. I am elated to be here. I'm happy, and I know that this is going to be a transformative session for everyone who has the privilege of being here or listening to this replay later on. So imagine that you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Just imagine this. I intend to awaken our imaginations today. So imagine that you're standing at the edge of a cliff and the wind is against your face. Imagine this. Fear gripping your heart, uncertainty clouding your vision. Just imagine this. You're just in a place, right? You found yourself at the edge of a cliff and there's nobody there, but the wind is just hitting your face. You're afraid anything could happen. You are so uncertain and you can't really see clearly because that uncertainty has clouded your vision. This is what challenges often feel like. Moments when we question everything, when pain seems unbearable. As I speak, try to remember or try to imagine, or I might be speaking about you. Moments where you just question everything. Pain seems so unbearable, and then the path ahead seems impossible. It feels like this thing that I want to achieve, it's not possible, right? But what if I told you that the cliff is not your downfall, but your launch pad? What if I told you that every challenge that you face is an invitation to rise, to transform, and to emerge stronger? My name is Enifome Ogbimi, and my bio was read some minutes ago. And I know what it feels like to stand in the place of despair. I have lived it. I know what it feels like. I have felt the weight of pain. I have felt the weight of rejection. I have felt the weight of brokenness. And I also know what it means to rise from the ashes. I know what it means to turn pain into purpose. I know what it means to turn adversity into advantage, into strength. And today, I want to take you on a journey. Basically, I know that I have some time to do that. So I want to take you on a journey where we would redefine challenges. We would redefine challenges and turn them into stepping stones for greatness. That's what I intend to do today. And I trust that that is going to happen. So please, as the MC or moderator was saying, be present, because if you are not present, you are going to miss out. You're going to miss out. So the convener was talking about me. She said if there's anybody that she knows that has bounced back stronger, it is me and all of that. And well, that's true. I've had my fair share of challenges, like I just mentioned earlier. And I've gone through assorted, I like to call it assorted challenges. You know, the way you have when you want to eat food, or if you're in Lagos, or if you know about Lagos and how they serve amala or abula, right? You know, when they serve it, they put roundabout, they put shaki, they put name everything, fuku, abodi, beef, pomo, fish, everything. I've gone through assorted. There's nothing you want to call. Is it marital challenges? Is it relationship challenges? Is it what financial? Is it emotional, spiritual? Everyone, just look for it. I've gone through it. And one thing that I have seen is that you need your inner eyes to be activated to be able to help you transform challenges to opportunities. You need your inner eyes because sometimes you're looking but you're not seeing.
Mm.
Have you ever passed a road before only for you to realize that, oh, this thing has always been here. Oh, there's a school here. Thing it has happened to me. I didn't notice this building, and I've been passing here for years. Because sometimes you can be looking, but you are not seeing. So you need your inner eyes to be activated because there is a difference between looking and seeing.
Mm.
Right? There's a difference between looking and seeing. I'm a woman of faith, right? I love the Lord. I am passionate about God. God has been instrumental in helping me live again, helping me bounce back, helping me achieve the things that I've achieved and I continue to achieve regardless of the daily challenges that I face. I face challenges daily, right? And I can tell you that God has been my rock. He has been everything. And he is the one that helped me to activate my inner eye. And I really invite you to to do the same, to join me to ask God right now to help you activate your inner eye because it's a game changer. When I was preparing this what I wanted to teach and share here, this was not inside. This came in like 30 minutes or like an hour before now, and I knew that God wanted me to touch on it. And that's why I'm starting with it. Because as speakers, sometimes we will get engrossed in our what we want to share, and sometimes the one that God told us to share. I've learned from that, and so I prefer to share it before I even go into anything so that I don't forget. So you need your inner eyes to be activated to be able to turn challenges into opportunities. Take, for instance, Hagar. If many of us know the story of Abraham, Isaac, Sarah, right? Hagar was the one who gave birth to Ishmael. And there was a time when she took her son and she ran away, right? And she was crying, oh my God, oh. And then an angel appeared and he said to her, look, now, did the well appear when the angel appeared? Or was the well always there? Because I like to be interactive. I would like to see our comments. The angel told her, look, right? And she saw a well and she was crying for water, and the well was there all along. So that means there is a difference between looking and seeing. There is a difference because the well did not appear when the angel appeared. The well was there when she was crying. You know, there's a way challenges can cover your sight, blur your vision. There's a way you can be in so much pain that you will not even see the solution in front of you. There's a way pain can cover your eyes, blind you. So to see, you need sight. Seeing requires sight. And most of the time, that sight requires light. It requires that light to be shown on something for you to be able to see it. Because if there is darkness there, you might not see that thing which is obviously there, but because you don't have light, you may not be able to see it. So seeing requires sight, it requires trust, it requires discernment, it requires directed energy, directing your energy, your attention to something. It requires intentionality, right? And last year I said a prayer. I said, Lord, the way the country, the way the world is going, I need you to show me. I'm going to tell us that scripture for someone who is going to. That scripture will bless you. Like I said, I didn't plan all this in what I wanted to share, but this came in like 30 minutes before. And I feel like it might even be for one person. Last year, I looked at the way the country was going. I looked at all my sources of income and I said, I need more sources of income. I need more. So what am I going to do? And then I began to pray the scripture, and that talks about, I will give you the hidden treasures in darkness and the secret riches in hidden places, something around there. And I was like, Lord, show me the hidden treasures in darkness and the secret riches in hidden places. And I prayed that prayer, and I don't even know how to explain how I found myself in that income that I started to earn, but it was different from what I was doing. It was something I'd abandoned years ago, and then God brought it back to my attention. That's why I'm saying that seeing requires sight. Seeing requires focus. It requires intentionality. It requires discernment. It requires directed energy. And to be able to share that thing, I'm going to share it with all of you. So I have a son who is like a drama. I call him a drama king. He's very dramatic. He does a lot of drama in my house, right? And sometimes I'm frustrated, like, oh, just bring it. What is all this drama? So last year, there was during the summer holidays, I was looking for what to do with him. Like the guy was, you know how it is if you're a parent here and your children are on holidays. If you know and you have energetic children, you can relate. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this boy? So I saw an advert on Instagram about an acting project for children. And I said, wait, oh. And it was like God was directing me to look at him again. And I was looking at him, I'm like, wait, oh, this boy will do well in drama because he's always doing drama in my house, right? What are the odds? Let me just take him there, right? What am I going to lose? Let me just take him there. After all, you'll be engaged for the summer, right? We went for the auditions. I was expecting that they would pick him. But after the audition, he was like, they said that they'll get back to me. I'm like, don't worry. If it's for you, it's to come. If it's not, don't worry. We just came here and took a leap of faith. So it's fine, right? And then I was at my retreat and I got a call from the convener. And the convener called me and said, congratulations, your son was among the first 20 people. And this is like audition that had hundreds of people. And I'm like, wow, okay. And now, hear this part. I was taking my son for this acting thing as if I thought I was taking my son for it. I thought that it was about my son, right? Now, in the course of doing that, I saw parents who came with their children and they were like, oh, my children have been doing this for a while. My son started when he was 2. My daughter has a YouTube page. We've done different adverts. We've done Golden Mall, we've done Kellogg's, we've done this. The other day he went to Ghana for they're just talking about, and I'm like, wait, so is it the same Nigeria? They say, eh. I'm like, wait, okay. That's good. Okay, so what do I need to do? Oh, you have to be his brand manager. You have to manage him. I'm like, that one is simple now. I'm a personal brand expert, so I can transfer the same knowledge to my child. But parents kept talking about, oh, even me, a parent, I act as well. I go for background actor opportunities. I do extras. I have done party scenes. I'm like, wait, you like, how do you get the opportunity? She was like, ah, when people send me the messages, I send my pictures and then I join the groups. And then before you know, I start getting added to other groups. And that's how I get the opportunities. I'm like, I'm available. Oh, I am available. Why am I saying it? Why am I sharing this story? I used to act before, right? I used to act. I've done a number of. I did a sitcom. I did one with Charles Billion. I did this. I did several stage plays in school. I was in theater, so I used to go for a theater production while I was in engineering. I used to go to English Language Students Association Playhouse to go and act because I loved. I felt like I could not interact with structures and buildings, but I like see the way I am. This I am like I can fly out of this chair. I like interacting with people, human beings, living things. So I used to go there and I would dance, I would act, I would dance also, I would act stage plays. And so I did a number of sitcoms when I got out of school. I did one with Ifeanyi Kalu as well. But I stopped. I stopped. And I wasn't thinking about it. Why? Because I was looking, but I was not seeing.
Mm.
Right? I wasn't seeing. This is me that I was in the industry. I was a model. I used to model a lot, do ushering jobs. I did it for a while, a long time. I earned a lot of money. And then all of a sudden, I had, is it partial blindness? You know, because sometimes when you're focused on one thing, it creates blindness and you're not seeing the other things. That's why I said that seeing requires focus, directed focus. So I now said, okay, you know what? I'm available. If you get any opportunity, please let me know. Long story cut short, this particular woman, there were other parents there, but when she was talking, she wasn't telling me to take advantage of the opportunity. She was just sharing the fact that she was doing that. But I was sensitive, I was discerning, and I said, wait, I have been praying for God, give me hidden treasures in darkness and secret riches in hidden places. What are you saying? So I activated my inner eyes and I was looking at her and I activated my inner ears. I was trying to understand what she was saying that she was not saying, or what God was saying through her.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down and I paid more attention. I told you, if you want to see, you have to pay attention. So I was looking at her and I was narrowing into, Lord, is this you? What are you saying? And then I picked it. I said, yes, this is God talking to me. I said, you know what? I'm available. If you have any opportunity, just let me know. And long story short, she sent one to me. It happened to be Toyin Abraham's recent movie, Alakada Bad and Bougie. It was a party scene. I went there and we just wait Amala. We had fun. Just eat Amala and they're shooting you in the movie. And I'm like, okay. And I was done. I'm like, this is exciting. Yeah, I'm back. Oh my goodness. And then from there, I started getting other ones, other ones, other ones, other ones. And literally, I realized that entertainment is one place that never runs out of income. There will always be movies. There will always be adverts.
Music.
There will always be one thing, music. Like, you don't think about it, and I am an entertainer. But because I've been focusing on my foundation and the other things that I'm doing, because I'm a multi-potentialite. So at different times, I focus on specific things for the season, right? So that I'm not, because I have a lot of things that God has put in me and given me and gifts and skills and talents and knowledge and all of that. So this period, I've been focusing on my Live Again Foundation work, helping broken, abused, and distressed women in the past 2 years. And God is saying, I still have a purpose for you on entertainment, like I told you before. And this is a door, enter it. And I entered. And you won't believe that even my people that have been in the industry since that did not leave, you know me, I left and came back. They were like, how are you getting these jobs? What's happening? We saw your picture here. We saw your this. No. You're going to go and do this one. You have done God Sisters. You have done Bad and Bougie. You have done this one. You have done that one. I'm like, now, before I took that opportunity as well, I prayed. I said, God, if this is you, lead me to the opportunities that you have orchestrated for me. I don't want to, I'm busy. I don't have time to be running up and down. So the one that you have proposed for me, let me lead me to it and let me not miss it. right? Now, why did I share all of this? Because in a dry land, there is water. In a parched land, in a land that looks like there is no milk and honey, there is milk and honey. The question is, where is it? Where is it? And where are you looking at? What are you seeing? Okay?
It's in dry land.
What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Is it a dry land or is it a wetland? Now, in my street, a landlord just bought a house and he's going to pull it down and he's not going to renovate it. Please note, he wants to pull it down. He bought it almost 200 million naira. He's going to pull it down and he wants to build a totally new structure. Now, forget about the 200 million naira that he has used to buy it. Do you know how much it's going to cost him to build a new structure? Why am I saying this? There's no money, there's no money. There is money. Where is your focus? In this Nigeria that I am in, somebody just bought a house. He's not renovating. See, I want to stretch our minds. I want us to understand that is where your focus goes. That attention. If your attention is on all the scarcity, all the lack, all the problems, all the challenges. I said it where I went to speak in a conference earlier this year. I was a keynote speaker. I said, this year, this is the year where your limitations will be distractions. Don't even see your limitation. It looks like a very big limitation, but it is a distraction. What are you to do in your life this year? If you focus on limitations, it will be your distraction. You just need to develop the tools to be able to rise above limitations and transform challenges into opportunities, which is why this is really a very timely session. That's why I said we should be present. We should be present because I did not intend to put this part into my teaching. And it just came to me about 30 minutes ago. I said, okay, this God wants someone, or he wants this message out. Now, the first thing I'm going to share to be able to help you transform challenges into opportunities is the power of perspective. The power of perspective. And it's really about reframing, learning how to reframe your challenges. This is the challenge. This is what it looks like, but this is what you choose it to be. Because the power lies within you, right? And the first shift we need to make today here, or to be able to transform challenges to opportunities, is in our perspective. In our perspective. So please help me share the picture of the cat and the lion. Help me share screen. The picture of the cat and the lion.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah, you can share it while I continue speaking. So challenges are not punishments. They're not punishments. They are platforms. They are platforms. They're not punishments. Every great leader, every change maker, every visionary, every entrepreneur, any person that wants to amount to anything in life, every innovator has encountered challenges, resistance, setbacks, pain. The difference between those who thrive and those who crumble in the midst of those challenges is how they see their struggles. All right, how they see their struggles. Let me know when it's shared, and I would take it from there. It's how they see their struggles. So you need to learn how to reframe, and I'll give you examples while the screen is coming up. I'll give you examples, right? There was a day, so before I talk about that one, I went through, let me talk about this one first. There was a day I was going for site inspection because I'm a civil engineer and I do a bit of real estate. So I was going for a site inspection and they called me to say, oh, this site inspection has been cancelled, and I was going from the mainland to the island. And imagine, I've already gotten to the island. I've almost gotten to the venue and they said they've cancelled it. I was sad. I'm not even going to lie. I was sad. And I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do about this? Okay, so I've wasted money and all of that. Anyway, it's fine. So I just shook it off and I said, it's okay. For God to allow this happen, maybe there's something that he's trying to prevent or something. So I just turned back. So I shifted my mood and I just turned back and I started going back to the mainland. As I was going back to the mainland, because my mood had changed, because I was in the right state of mind. Now, the state of mind that you are can decide what you see and what you don't see, what you hear and what you don't hear, whether you crumble or whether you bounce back. So because I've already shifted my state of mind that okay, it's working for my good. Romans 8:28 has always been my go-to scripture for turning challenges to opportunities. Is like I'm sharing it with you. I'm dashing you that scripture. Romans 8:28. It has been my go-to scripture. So I said it's working for my good. No, not this one. The one that says your perception is your the one with the cat, the two different animals. Yes. So I said to myself, I said, this has to be working for my good. So I turned back. Please, are we following? If you're following, type in the chat, I am following, or just type one. I want to be sure you're following. So I turned back and I just said, okay, I'm going back home, right? This is working for my good. As soon as I turned back, as I got to Lekki phase one, I remember an instruction that God gave me to pray in a certain place in Lekki for something a project that He wanted me to work on. He said, I've been looking for time to go to Lekki, but I was very busy. Okay, let me go for the instruction again. Let me go to Lekki phase one. I went to Lekki phase one. I got there, I prayed, I had a refreshing time. When I was there, a guy came up to me and said, good afternoon, ma. I'm a civil engineer. I'm looking for a job. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a civil engineer. A civil engineer is coming to meet me that is looking for a job. Meanwhile, I did not go there to do anything concerning job. I went there for something totally different. So I'm like, okay, so you started engineering. Okay, what else can you do? Do you know how to use Canva? Do you know anything about what software can you use? And it turned out to be a mentoring session for an hour. And when I was done with that mentoring session, I felt fulfilled. Like I felt like it was because of that guy that God made me go there. Apart from the other reason why He made me go there, I felt fulfilled. Now listen to this. As I was going home, I got a call from one of my mentors, or let's say my big sisters in the US. And she said, "Hi, Enifome, please, are you available to MC an event today virtually?" I said, what time? It depends on the time. Because mind you, I was going home. I've not gotten home. She said, oh, by 3 o'clock. I said, oh, I will be home by 3 o'clock. And she said, this is a big event. It's going to have a lot of African leaders, and you're going to be featured in the Kenyan media. Listen to this, so listen to this. And I'm like, okay, I'll be home by then. I got home in time. I dressed up and I emceed that event, and I was featured in a particular media platform in Kenyan media. We had different ministers from Morocco. It was beautiful. Now, if I had gone for that site inspection, right? Many of you know how mainland and island is. You cannot come back early. It's not possible that I would have been back by 3 o'clock. It's not possible. So that disappointment was actually a blessing. But what if I was sad? What if my mood was very bad? What if I felt this is because your problems get magnified based on the attention that you put on it. It can be magnified, it can expand, or it can shrink. So, and when the problem gets bigger, it can cause bigger problems. How many of you have had situations where you were not in a good mood and something happened to you, and next thing your phone fell, everything fell. Before you know, that day is just going as if village people. How many of you can relate? Sometimes it's not village people, it's that your energy has become negative. And it is not controlling things and bringing it back to you. And you're saying somebody is doing me. Most times, you yourself have given your power away. So the devil is like, okay, I've been looking for how to get her. So let me use this as an avenue. Now go back to this picture. Your perception is your reality. If you look at this picture, is it cat? I mean dog. I always mistake the other person or the other animal on the left. It looks like a dog.
And the cat is beginning to look like a lion.
Yeah, but the one on the left is looking at the mirror and it is looking small. A wolf, yeah. Small. The mirror and seeing itself as a what? As a tiger. And you can imagine how this cat will be walking if this cat is walking. This will not walk like a cat because it already sees itself as what? As a tiger. So your perception is your reality. If you see yourself as a cat, you are a cat. If you see yourself as a wolf, you are a wolf. If you see yourself as a rabbit, you are a rabbit. If you see yourself as a lion, you are a lion. Because you become within before you become without. You become inside before you become out. Perspective makes all the difference. You need to learn to change your perspective about things, about what happens to you. I went through abuse. I went through domestic violence. I was maltreated. I was rejected. I was abandoned. I was treated anyhow. I was treated like what I don't know. Then I said, wait, I checked when I began to heal. I said, is this my fault? No. Did I do my best? Yes. And so why did this happen to me? I began to really dig deep to know what was the entrance point. Why did this happen to me? Long story cut short, as I was healing, I got to a stage in my healing journey where I was grateful for the abuse. I need to take it again. I became grateful for the abuse. And I will tell you why. I realized that the reason why Joseph was able to get to the throne was because Potiphar's wife pushed him out. If Potiphar's wife did not push Joseph out, he would have been a head slave in that place and he would have been feeling cool. I have arrived. I am the head of this Potiphar's. See, small thinking, small thinking. I am the head of Potiphar's house. Meanwhile, where God is taking you is the throne. I truly thanked the abuser for doing what he did. In fact, I am grateful, and I'm not saying it like I'm talking. I don't talk. I speak. I don't just say things. I sat down. I was like, if this person did not do what he did, this Enifome would have not been born because the old Enifome literally had to die for the new Enifome to be born. The one that was trying to plan her life, the one that wanted to figure things out, that wanted to control things and use her engineering brain to calculate her destiny. That one died. He said, I'm crucified with Christ. I was crucified. The one that began to live is the one that was reborn. The one that was reborn from that particular challenge that was supposed to kill me. It became my stepping stone. Why? I turned it. My perspective changed. Wait, I am becoming a better person. I'm going to grow. I'm going to become stronger and better through this. This thing is not going to kill me. I'm going to become better from this. And that was what changed everything. If you look at COVID period, there was COVID. But can you tell me one company that was cashing out during COVID? One company that cashed out during COVID.
Unique access.
You can tell me. In fact, let me give you a hint. We are using, this is the company, the one that we are here now, Zoom. Yeah, Julie, you're correct. Zoom. Zoom. And I can tell you that Zoom cashed out. Many different logistics, online marketing, they did not see the challenge. Oh. They did not see the challenge. So reframe your perspective. Reframe. I don't want to stay on the perspective for too long, but reframe your perspective. Reframe. It's so important. Yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? What can I learn? It was in COVID that I set up my telesales company, my folk solutions company, my Christian Entertainers Nigeria. If I tell you all this I did in COVID, kids online Bible tutor, all this COVID was amazing for me because I start with myself. I was able to look inwards, and I was like the height of my creativity in COVID period. Things were bettered. For me personally, I can tell you so many things. So many things. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Okay, I went through this, or I'm going through this right now. What is it trying to teach me? What is it trying to teach me? I can go on and give you different examples of changing perspectives. There's a movie I watched, Dangal. This girl, she was her father wanted to be a wrestler, a world wrestler, like a world wrestler, and he was being frustrated in India. So he kept trying to have a boy child. He kept trying to have a boy child. He will go and he will give birth to girl. He will go and he will give birth to girl. And every time he was disappointed. One day, somebody came to report to him that his daughters thought they beat one guy. Not even fought. You know, there's a difference between fighting and beating. You can fight someone, I may not beat the person. The girl beat this boy. The boy. This is a problem, Abi. A girl beat a boy, and this is India where they take men like this. And then the man came and said, "You beat the man." And he was like, "Wait, oh, see, perspectives, wait." And then he focused his attention and said, "Wait, these girls, how did you beat the boy? Show me." This. Please go watch the movie. The name is Dangal, Dangal. It's an Indian movie. Look at the girls again and said, "Wait, beat this boy. Just again, let me see. Do what you did before." And these girls were, hey. And you can be looking, but you're not seeing. But he was now focused, attention. And he said, "Wait, I've been looking for a boy all along. You gave me daughters that can wrestle. You wanted these girls to be the chosen ones and not the boy I was looking for." And this man investing time into his children and taking them on because he was a wrestler before, so he's now a coach. So he was coaching these girls, coaching these girls. Do you know that these girls were not happy? They were like, "Oh, they cannot sleep. Time to sleep. Their mates are sleeping." The father has woken them to wake up and go and jog. So they felt like, this man is stressing me. They now attended a wedding of their so-called counterpart, their age mates. This girl was a teenager, and they were marrying her off to a man. And so the girl was crying, and they were wishing for the girl's life that I beg if just to marry me to someone so that I'll stop waking up early in the morning. I don't eat regular food. I drink water more. I have to be fit for my wrestling. It's stressing me. My daddy even cuts my hair, and I'm a woman. They were all angry and engulfed in their problem. And the girl said, "I wish I was like you." Because in India, they just marry you off as if you're a commodity. And that is how you will be. You will never discover your dreams. But your father is taking time to help you, discover you and putting you in the line of your purpose. So you can be a woman on your own. Even though you get married, at least you would have achieved something for yourself. Hey, the girls were like, wow. Before then, they used to frustrate their father. He would wake them up, they would do like this. Before their father woke up, these girls were already jogging. They now started, they were the ones, why? Their perspective changed. I could go on and on. Those girls later became world wrestling champions in India, the two sisters. You can watch the movie. It would inspire you. Perspective. Your perception becomes your reality. If you put yellow eyeglass and look at the world, you see the world through in a yellow light. If you change your eyeglass and say, "Okay, I will put it on blue," you will see the world in blue. So change your lens. How are you seeing your challenges? How are you seeing what has happened to you? How are you seeing what is currently happening to you? I could go on and on. But the next thing I would say is embrace a growth mindset. So sis, at this point, you can put that mindset picture now. Embrace a growth mindset. This is so important. Challenges are actually an opportunity for you to grow and improve. That's how I saw what happened to me. Otherwise, I would have gone to one village and settled there and say, "Hey, it is finished for me. Oh, my village people have gotten me." Hey. But I said, no, I'm going to grow through this. I'm going to become better, stronger. This challenge is not going to kill me. Okay, I went through abuse, right? I went through domestic violence, no problem. Abi, but I'm going to bounce back stronger and better. And that changed it. That influenced the kind of actions I was taking. That influenced the way I saw myself. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Your mindset is everything. You can zoom it, you can expand it. Look at it very well. This cat is looking at itself in the mirror and it's like, "I'm a lion. I'm a lion. No, then be where then be." And the way this cat will walk, it will not walk like it will not walk like a cat, it will bounce. It will on the waka. Now, the place you will know somebody has entered here. Your mindset is everything. David was able to kill Goliath. He already saw himself as a giant already, because now only giants fit fight giants. He had seen himself as I'm one unscrupulous element, I'm a non-entity. Goliath would have killed him. David won Goliath before he won Goliath. He won Goliath here. Mindset is everything. He won Goliath here. Are we following? I hope we're getting some value from this. He won Goliath here. Challenges. He said, "Who is that uncircumcised Philistine?" He used opportunity of fighting Goliath to say, what will be given to the man? Please pardon me. Pardon me. What will be given to the man that stands to go and fight him. He said, that one governor that you're afraid to go fight is the one I want to go and fight. The challenge that you're running away from is the ticket to your next level. Because if he had not fought Goliath, how would he have become the person? Yes, God had anointed him and told him, okay, you'll be king. But the ticket, the door, for this land you are going to, there's a giant there. Will you run away or will you fight that giant? But if you have a grasshopper mindset, like those people that went to go and spy the land initially in Israel, you will not be able to defeat the giant. You see, it's big. You'll be able to defeat whatever comes at you. The secret is to become bigger than your challenges. And there are many ways you can become bigger. Your mindset is one of those ways. Another way is to ask God to show you, to tell you, to help you see yourself the way he sees you. Another way is to magnify the promises of God so that the challenges now become small. There are many things you can do, but the goal, the key is to make yourself bigger. As long as you're bigger, you can invest in yourself. You can improve your personal development. You will get bigger than the challenge. You can learn from the challenge. When you learn from a challenge, you are elevating yourself above that challenge. So it is no longer going to kill you. Now you will now be like, I've learned from this. I'm bigger than this challenge. Are we following? Are we following? Focus on learning and adapting. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or frustration, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? Right? The next thing I'll say is identify hidden opportunities. Identify. There's a conscious way to identify hidden opportunities. Look very well and ask yourself, what else could this be telling me that I'm not seeing? Look, just try to, if you're a Christian, one thing that works for me very well is to pray in the spirit, right? When I pray in the spirit, I look at something, I'm not seeing the thing the way the thing is. Because let me tell you something, this life is spiritual. Things are never what they seem. There's always something sponsoring something. There's always, you can see an iceberg and say, okay, this nothing, what is on that is bigger than what you're seeing on top. Yes. What is on top? You will not see. So identify hidden opportunities. And I don't have time. I would have talked about ways you can do this, but one thing I'm going to share with you about this is vision. Vision. What is your vision? If you don't have a vision, or if your vision is thwarted, let's say you are living in the past, for example, right? You have been unable to move forward. You are living in your past every day. In 1940, this happened to me. In 1950, this happened to me. In 1980 something, this happened to me. You are living in your past. That's your address. It will be difficult to identify hidden opportunities. So one way to do that is to have a vision and be forward thinking. Be forward thinking. What is the good that can come out of this? What is in this thing that I'm not seeing? For me, I identified an opportunity in acting. So I went back into acting again. And today I have done several. In fact, I just finished doing one monologue before I came here. Yes, I did. That's why I was dressed. It's not because of this program I dressed like this. It was a corporate role, so I had to dress the part. And I'm like, okay, when I'm done, I'll just come straight here. Right? So identify hidden opportunities. Look for unmet needs and gaps that are created by that. There's a gap. Challenges always create a gap. Always. There's always a gap. We're in the Java era, but Java is creating a gap. And tell me what that gap is. The gaps that have been created by challenge, and you'll be able to identify the hidden opportunities there. All right? Think creatively about how you can meet those needs or solve related problems that are related to that. Creative thinking. One time, since I've not shared this with you, but let me share this here. When I came to Instagram and I started speaking, like actively building my brand, I didn't have ring lights. I did not have ring lights. I had lost everything, my job, everything. I didn't have money, nothing. I was starting my life from scratch in 2018. I did not have money to buy ring lights. Let me help you understand how much the ring light was. It was 8,000 naira. As at that time, it just came out, this one that you put on. I did not have the money. No, let me try to balance this. I had the money, but I had other bills, right? Because, of course, now that I've come out of what I went through, I have to take care of my kids, and, so I'm paying school fees, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. To buy the ring light was a struggle. But I did not wait for the ring light. I will charge rechargeable light full, and I will put it on my face. And I will sit behind the freezer, my mom's freezer, and I will say, "Hello, everyone, you're welcome." You will never believe that is that light I'm using. Never. Never. If I don't even tell you, you know, that's how I watched video, but I know that it was rechargeable light. Yes. Think creatively, problem solving, think creatively. If you are able to think creatively, you'll be able to identify the hidden opportunities in that challenge. For me, I took the time when I went through what I went through to develop myself. It gave me the needed time for me to really sit back and really think, right? And it helped me to identify opportunities in that challenge. I took up my emceeing and I started emceeing full time. When I lost my job, I didn't have anything. So I started emceeing full time now, not part time that I was doing before. Can you see? Identify hidden opportunities, but you have to be able to think creatively about how you can meet, those needs that you have or solve related problems. This helps you. The next thing I would say is leverage your strength. I've mentioned a bit of that. I started emceeing. Now, from emceeing, after losing my job, I didn't have a job. I didn't have money. From emceeing, I began to speak. And by speaking, I don't mean that they invited me for speaking engagement. I began to speak on my page.
Yes.
Some people are looking for platforms.
Yes.
You are the platform. You're by yourself, you are the platform. Platform. I began to check what are the skills I have. Oh, I can speak. I can speak. Girl, you can speak. Which treasure is in my mouth? Then I was observing people that have handwork, and I have to say this for those that are like me. I was frustrated for years that I cannot learn a handwork. Why is this thing hard? I will try to sew, they work. I will try to do baking, I will get it. I'm like, this thing is annoying me.
Mouth work.
Handwork. Looking for handwork. Handwork. Treasure in my mouth. People see you speaking, coaching, everything. Just that is what I open. I can sing very well. I'm a minister. I preach the gospel. Is it on this mouth? From MC, I began to speak. From speaking, I began to get invited for how do you know what is inside your mind if you don't open your mouth and speak? What you have to open the world, you close your mouth, I'm shy, I'm this, what people say, what people think.
I'm an introvert.
Please, introvert is not a disease. Introversion is good, but when you have to do something, do it. And you can go back to being introvert. But when you have to do something, do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
And test my skill. And I said, you know what? I can speak. One of my experiences, I have been emceeing part-time since 2009. I have experience in this thing now. And I leveraged on it. Access your resources that can help you overcome that. I mentioned about the rechargeable light. That was what it was for me at that time. It was a resource for me, because it was available. There's always something that's available, even in the challenge. There's always something, but you're looking at the wrong things, so you will not see the right things. You're asking the wrong questions, so you will not see the main thing. Do you understand? So that was how I was able to use that, and I was able to start. From there, I leveraged those strengths and I pivoted into new ones. Now, let me tell you something. When you use those opportunities, it will lead to other opportunities, and it will never get to see. If it's one talent you have and you're using that talent, it will keep multiplying. But if you sit down and wait that one day, you will never, that thing will never happen. I tell people that the way to speak is to speak. I am a better speaker than I am. I'm a better speaker right now than I was like 4 years ago, because I've been speaking since. So I was waiting for one day to be be able to speak. I might not be the speaker I am today, right? So use your strengths and pivot and create opportunities. The next thing I would say is seek support and collaboration. For me, I began to invest in myself. So I connected people like Fela Durotoye, Bankole Williams. I was investing in Joyce Daniels, Damilola Oluwatoyinbo. And that one day I paid for a course. Listen to this. I'm trying to share this because I don't know why God is making me share the things I'm even sharing, because some of them are not in my notes. Right? I paid for a 40K course 4 times in 2018. See, I'm not coming here to come and show you this thing. So I paid for a 40K.
Your video. Sorry.
You can't see my video.
Yeah, it's Is it on from your end?
Okay.
Oh,
It's on now. I don't know what's going
we're
on.
good. We're good.
It
We're
looks
good.
like it's going off and on and
We're
on.
good now.
Tell me, can you still see it?
Yes, I can see. If you can see, please a thumb up. All
Okay.
right.
Okay, fabulous. So what was I saying? I paid for a 40K course 4 times. 4 times in 2018. When I was going to class one day, rain beat the shege out of my life. And when I got into class, there was AC and I was there doing, how hungry are you? How hungry are you for success? I began to invest. So I got a lot of mentors, peers, experts, people that I faced. I would look at them and say, okay, I see myself in this person. I'll follow the person. Collaborate to find innovative solutions or gain new insights, even if you don't have money. Volunteer. What can I do to help? What can I do for you? I have this skill. I know you're looking for this thing. I can help you with this. Do you understand? No man is an island. If you want to transform challenges opportunities and you are alone and you like being alone and you want to die alone, you will die with your challenges. Or me, I'm a very blunt person. I say it the way it is. The man that his friends took and put him through the roof for Jesus Christ to heal him. If he did not have those friends, and how would he have been healed? Oh, oh. You need people, oh, you need people. You need the right people. So pray and ask God. See, I said a prayer when life knocked me down. I said a prayer. I said, God, take away the wrong people from my life and bring in the right people. That prayer was a game changer for me. People began to leave and people began to come back. As in, new people began to come. It was people that even stopped talking to before. Years before, God brought some of them back. And relationships. Relationships. In the house, they are underrated. Can be your husband or your wife. But you're still them finish. You're like, I'm begging. I want a coach. I want this coach. God had to teach me then. Then I'll be like, I want this. And God said, I've already given you a coach. The coach you are serving is actually a coach. Stop, focus, and learn the lessons there. And that changed my life. Because, like I said, you can be looking, but you will not see. But then God now showed me that this is your coach. Focus. All right? The next thing I will say is set clear goals and develop an action plan. Right? I set a clear goal. When I went through what I went through, I said, this thing will not kill me. In the next how many years, this is who I want to be. This is who I want to be. Break down that challenge into manageable steps. I will be going for MC jobs. If you know where I used to come from, sometimes there will be mud. I will buy pure water. Oh God, why am I saying all these things in this place? People are drawing this out of me. It's like the expectation from me is like I came to draw. They are drawing it out. I will buy pure water when I get to where I'm going to. I will wash my leg. I will use Vaseline, rub on my feet, and I will wear shoe. You will never know that I entered mud before I came to MC that event. So break down the challenges to what can I do? Okay, the steps I will take is that I will start going for events. See, events are a game changer, especially the right events. They did it for me when I went through what I went through. So break down the challenge. Okay, this is the challenge I cannot do this. Okay, I can go to 2 events in 1 week or 1 event in 1 month because I don't have much money, so I can do this. But be pushing yourself and be stagnant. Just moving forward. Directly and he said, what should I do? What did God tell Moses? He said, tell the people to go forward. If you encounter a Red Sea, don't turn back and go back to Egypt. Bondage. The Red Sea, for you to do to the Red Sea is to cross it. Finish. Red Sea. You will remain there and you will not move. So break it into small, manageable steps. Create a plan to tackle each step and measure the progress along the way. See, I can tell you that I have grown and I grow every year. Last year, I was given an award, and this year, I am being invited for that same award as a panelist. Is that not growth?
It is.
Monetary growth. I'm not even referring to monetary growth. You first of all grow inside before you grow outside. The same thing when you are dying, you die inside before you die outside. You become a walking dead. Then one day they'll say, oh, the person don't die. The person died inside first. So everything that would happen outside would happen inside first. Please, can you show my picture, the one of merely existing and the one of truly living, those
Yeah.
two pictures. So create a plan and tackle each step and measure progress along the way. All right. The next thing I would say is stay resilient and persistent. Oh, I wish I can say this like there's a lot. I'm a resilience coach, but I don't want to dwell here. Stay resilient because challenges do not come once and go and say bye till we see in heaven. Is a lie. Back to back. As I'm speaking to you now, we had issues with our electricity in our area, different things. And if you're a woman of purpose or a man of purpose or someone who intends to fulfill purpose, challenges will be your friends. Get used to it. That's why these steps are important. So you can learn how to bounce back and how to, rub up, say, I beg the challenges, don't worry, I'm going to bounce back from this. Okay. So stay resilient. This is me. The last picture was when I was a walking dead, when I was going through the height of the abuse. Now, this is the thing. Here, I thought I was strong. Oh. I did not know how bad. Sometimes you don't know how you were merely existing until you begin to truly live. So here, I was in this particular picture. I was a manager. I was managing 30 people. I was being called ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. They were carrying my bag. I had a driver. I had a staff car at my disposal. In this picture on the left, though. But look at my face. The day I saw this passport, I said, who is this person? Is this me? Wait, 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 wait. Ah, is it me that is this? But then I was like, see my bone, see my neck. I was dying. I thought I was strong. I was condoning the abuse. I was like, don't worry. Then things were happening. Like it was a side chick issues too at a point. Side chick would call, I will be there, I will be hearing the call, I'll be like, don't worry, I'm strong. The reason I'm sharing this is that resilience is not audacious. Resilience is not denying that the challenge does not exist. It's not ignoring the pain. That was what I was doing then. I was ignoring the pain. I was like, I'm strong. I'm a strong person. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say stay resilient and persistent. So for me here, I was a walking there, but I did not know. But on the picture on the right, I'd begun to do all the things I'm sharing with you now. My mindset was changing. I began to heal. I began to have gratitude. I had a gratitude journal. I'll write what I'm grateful for every day. And I discovered I was grateful for that person that abused me. I was even grateful. So I was healing. I wasn't bitter. I wasn't saying, you will suffer. I will show you what to punish you. See, let me tell you something. If you want to transform challenges to opportunities, your mindset. See, you cannot be pretending to be someone you are not, because last it will show. Make sure that your journey of healing, reinvention, transformation, and development is true. Be true to you. If you know that your habits are nonsense, please work on your habits. If you know that you sleep too much, please, I beg you, stop sleeping too much. If you tell yourself the truth, it is a skill. If you can tell yourself the truth, you will go far. In life, it has helped me. I don't deceive myself. Oh, I don't. I don't. This is the picture, right? I wanted to show you this. Resilience and persistence. View setbacks as temporary. Keep pushing forward despite difficulties. Learn from every experience. What can I learn from this? What could I have done differently? Is there a lesson here? What can I learn from this? Every day have a daily lesson log where you write the lesson you learned from that day. I'm just sharing you things that have helped me. This is not cast in stone, but this should be able to help you. Okay? The next thing I would say is innovate and adapt. Be willing to think outside the box and change your approach. Be willing to think outside the box. Sometimes it's not in plain sight. You have to think outside of what you're thinking. If you're in an environment that does not support, that particular movie that the guy was training his daughters on wrestling, they do not support his dream. They were ridiculing him that why is he making his daughters into men? They were laughing at the girls. They would go to school, they would laugh at them in the school, but they were focused. They were thinking outside the box. These people don't understand. Guess what? They're laughing at them. They're the ones that came to come and watch them when they were doing wrestling, when they won the championship. Hey, the Bible says in Psalm 136, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Enifome, that's why I read Bible, put my name in the Bible. I always put my name when I'm reading the Bible. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Enifome, she was like them that dreamed. Then it will get to a point in that scripture where it says, then said the hidden. Who are the hidden? Please tell me, who are the hidden? Your haters. People that complain about you. That don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. That like your own is too much. And they are the hidden. Then the hidden. What did they say, please? What did they say? Please, I feel like this place is too quiet. Catherine, this place is too quiet for me. I've been. What did they say? What did the hidden say, please? People that read Bible here. What
Let me
did the
allow
hidden say?
everybody
They
to
said,
unmute.
I want to hear.
Please, you can unmute your microphone now. You can unmute your microphone. Ms. Enifome, you can ask the question again. Did I mute everybody?
Yes, you did.
Oh, sorry. You can ask the question again. Uh-oh.
You're muted.
Yeah, you can unmute your microphones
You can
now.
unmute yourself now. You can unmute yourself if you want to speak.
Ms. Enifome, you're still muted.
Yes, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes. So I said, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Enifome, she was like them that dreamed. Then her mouth was filled with singing and her tongue with laughter. And then there's a part that says, then said the hidden. I'm trying to ask, what did the hidden say? What did the hidden say? Who knows that scripture? We are going to drag this. So nothing, my time is up. Let me be going and I will go.
No
Because
time is up here.
I've given you a lot, so I can be going from here if you don't tell me. Then said the hidden. What did the hidden say?
Unmute your microphone.
Sorry, let me speak. Okay, so the hidden said the Lord has done great things for them. That means the Lord has done
great things for Enifome. The people that were saying, oh, she's doing like this, okay, look at her. Why she's doing like this? They are the ones that were helping me to advertise myself and give the testimony. Yes, that's how God ordained it to be. When you decide to transform your challenges to opportunities and don't allow that challenge to swallow you. People that were laughing at you are the ones that will turn around and say, people are saying, I'm proud of you. I'm looking at it with one corner eye like, do you understand? They are proud of me. Unto how, as at how, that's why, for what? Where were you? Were you not among those that were talking? I think I don't know that you will view my status to check whether I'm still alive. I don't die. Then
status stalkers.
You understand? You are not telling me because, oh God, see, you cannot allow your challenges to swallow you. There's so much ahead of you. I wish you know. I just wish you know that your challenge does not have the capacity to kill you. And what does not kill you makes you stronger. It's not cliche. It's the truth. You are able to learn from it, though, because it can kill you if you don't learn from it. And if you don't see yourself as bigger than it is to kill you. All right? So view setbacks as temporary. What is ahead of you is greater. The latter is greater than the former. I don't care what it has been. Nothing is big enough. Please, forgive me for speaking in tongues, but please allow me to allow the fire to just catch.
Sure.
There's nothing that is big enough to stop God's purpose for your life. I don't care what it is. I don't care what that thing is. I was laughed at. If I tell you what they did to me. Jesus. To the point that when I was working, I heard a rumor that the cleaner, this is the one that used to greet me, good afternoon, was saying, we saw this person with this person, we saw the side chick. The side chick was like, I want this man. She was not hiding it.
The gods.
Do you understand? I want this man. Like, this is the man. I want this home. I faced so many things. I almost died. I'm only alive by the mercy of God. Then I was thinking I could cope with it. I was dying. Look at this picture. I was looking like a walking dead then, but I was thinking I was okay because I wore makeup. The first picture, I wore makeup. Second picture, no single makeup. Please help me. Is the difference not clear?
It is.
Because when you want to wear makeup and try to patch and cover, if you don't deal with your pain, you will transfer that pain to the next generation. How do I know? I worked in a transferred pain. I went through abuse because people that came before me went through it and did nothing about it. So I was observing those things and they latched on me. They became baggage. So even though I was looking good and I was still going to school and everything, those things latched on me and attracted an abuser to me. That's what I'm saying. You need to probe your challenges to find out. There are things in your challenges, there are lessons there. I literally wrote a book from the mistakes I made when I was choosing a partner and the things I did wrong. I sold over 100 copies of that book. I made money from your challenges are gold. But if you don't learn how to transform them, you would think that they're your problem. No, there are opportunities in your problem. All right? I've authored 4 books. Imagine I just said, okay, let me just go and sit down in my challenges. I would have not authored 4 books. All right, so keep pushing forward despite difficulties. Learn from each experience. Okay, I think I'm in the other one now. Innovate and adapt. Yeah, that's where I was, but I went back up because of the picture. So let me go back now. Innovate and adapt. Let me go front, not back. Innovate and adapt. Be willing to think. My video is not showing.
Yeah, it has gone off again.
Oh wow.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I was sending a chat. I guess you were in the spirit.
I don't know why that's happening. Is it showing now?
Yes, yes.
Now?
You see your beautiful
okay,
face.
So innovate and adapt. Be willing to think outside the box. Change your narrative. Change your approach. See, the power lies in your hands. You're so powerful beyond measure that even the devil is so afraid of you that he has to make you believe a lie. So that because if you believe that lie, the power inside you will work. The law of belief will work. The law of belief says that you are whatever you believe. That's it. So he makes you believe that you're a fool or you're a failure because you failed. Doesn't mean you are a failure. Separate the event from you. Right? Event plus response equals outcome. Please, someone should help me write it. E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. So your response is where the power is. How do you choose to respond? Right? Think outside the box. Innovate. Innovation often comes from necessity. I had to be innovative with that rechargeable light because it was necessary for me to be live on Instagram and I needed a solution. Many comedians fail out because of hunger. Necessity. Hungry, you will become creative by fire by force. You will become creative, except you're not hungry. You're never hungry you. I say, I'm hungry, but I don't really want rice, I want beans, yeah. I want chicken and pepperoni. They're not hungry. My sister, you're not hungry. If you're hungry, you drink Gary. You drink that Gary, right? So the next thing is maintain a positive network. I spoke about that when I was speaking about mentorship. I will not spend time there. But it's basically surrounding yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. It is iron that sharpens iron, not wood. If you have wood in your association, please, it's time for you to change that wood. You yourself become an iron so that you can sharpen somebody else. All right? So surround yourself with positive network. Some of you are eagles, but you're rolling with chickens because you have been seeing yourself as a chicken. That is why I began with mindset. You're an eagle. What are you doing with chickens when you should be soaring up there? All right? So change your association. Positive influences can help you see new opportunities when you're facing challenges. Right? I remember, this particular this movie I shared with you now, this Dangal movie. Yeah. What if the friend was a friend that was a negative influence? What if she had given them an advice like, your father is frustrating you? Yes. You, right? You meet people that are their friends and they'll say, your wife insulted you, slap her. Yeah. Slap her. What if you went to someone who said, don't slap her? Don't slap her. Why don't you just leave the house for a while and take a deep breath? Go and pray. It changes everything. It changes. It makes you see opportunities when facing challenges. You'll be like, okay, maybe it's time for us to go on a vacation because maybe she's angry or she's uptight because she's stressed. Your mindset, your perspective has changed now because of the person you spoke to. So who do you speak to when you face challenges? You determine if you transform to challenge or to that problem. Yeah. Next thing, celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Many of us are waiting. We are postponing the time we are going to leave. Say, I will leave. When I'm 50, I will leave. I will truly leave. I will leave. Well, sometimes you see problem, problem no dey finish. Let me tell you something. Challenges will never stop as long as you're in this earth and you're breathing. You know why? Challenges and problems are tied to value. Value is something that is stop. And leave this earth. See, that Zoom was making money in COVID. To finish, then you are not serious person. What you should be learning is how to transform the problem to solution. And let me tell you something about problem solving. For every problem you solve, you become wiser because you can use the same principle, the same learnings to solve a bigger problem. The more you are becoming smaller and the problem can overshadow you and swallow you. As I was saying, celebrate wins, learn from your losses, acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. I'm telling you, when they messaged me to say, please, would like to invite you for to be a panelist in this award, I could have said that, please, I want a global this thing. What's this one? I beg. Which one is panelist? I beg. Not give you one
The eyes
honorarium
are
like this.
there.
Yeah, my eyes up, I beg. What's that? No. Celebrate your small wins, no matter how small, because it puts you, let me tell you why this is important. Scientifically, it puts you in the right state to attract bigger ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Because your energetic state determines what comes to you or what does not come to you. That's why you can see someone that will tell you, I don't know, I don't like that girl. There's something about that boy. I don't know, but you can't do the job. There's something you are carrying, your energy. I don't have time. But it's the predominant thought that you're thinking about continuously that has created that energetic field that is determining what you get or what you don't get. So even in
Please,
challenges,
can
you
you
can be
take that
boiling.
again? Can you take it again? Can you take it, please? Please. Your predominant thoughts.
Your predominant thought. So, for example, there is no money, there's no money. There's no money, there's no money. There's no money, there's no money. Or, for example, who will buy from me if I increase my price? Who will buy from me? Nobody will buy from me. Nobody will buy from me. Nobody will buy from me. It is recurrent, it's predominant. You're always thinking about it. Guess what? It is creating an energetic. If you have watched any sci-fi movie like Doctor Strange or Matrix, you will see this ring around them that looks like an invisible ring. Yeah. All of us are carrying something like that. And that ring is full of the information that has been. So that information is creating a ring. And that ring has a frequency that you repel. For example, now, if I go here now, because of time, why are you taking me to this place? So see, as a human being, you are not just a human being or a spiritual or a spirit or anything. You are a scientific being. Like you have electrons, protons, neutrons. Sometimes when you hit your hand, as if something shocked you, as if something I don't know what happened to you before. Yeah,
reflex.
Yeah. So it's like you're carrying a lot of energy. But the energy you are carrying is dependent on the of your being. And the state of your being comes up as a result of the kind of thoughts you have thought over the years or over a long period of time. So many times you go into it, I don't know nobody's buying from me. Nobody's buying from me. Your energy is pursuing them. Because you have an energy that says nobody will buy from me. Without you saying a word, they sensed it and it has pushed them away. And you're wondering who is doing me. Nobody's doing you. Change your energetic state, change your thoughts, change your mindset, be conscious. I said if you want to move from looking to seeing, you need intentionality, right? You must be mindful, you must be intentional. What kind of thoughts am I thinking? Why am I thinking what I'm thinking? Is it the right thing or the wrong thing? Use Philippians 4 verse 8 to filter your thoughts. Is it good? Is it true? Is it a good report? Right? What kind of thought am I thinking? Is it good? Is it true? Because many people are thinking they are lies. For example, that you're not good enough is a lie. That's you want from the truth. You are good enough. You are special. You are a big deal, regardless of what has happened to you. I always share a picture of a stone, a ruby stone. It has scars. Ruby has scars. But the scars of ruby stone makes it even more precious. It's even more expensive than some stones that don't have scars. So your scars make you more valuable. They don't make you less of yourself. No, stop carrying yourself like you are dead or like your world is over. You get into a place, you say, anything, energy. Only the best comes to me, not anything. I have to change my name. My name is Enifome. It means waiting fit me, the things that fit me, the things. So I realized that I was attracting the wrong things. The wrong things. The things that fit me. Nylon can fit you now. I be Catherine. Nylon can fit you. Bucket can fit you. Stone can fit you. Ugly people can fit you. So I now changed. I said, good things of life fit me. And it came from a revelation of James 1:17 that says, all good and perfect gifts come from the Father of life. So I am a good thing. My name, Enifome, means good things of life fit me. I had to rearrange it in my brain and change that name. And since I changed it, I can tell you, hey, I felt led to give perfume. I received gifts. Let me give you, I want to dash you this thing. I just want to be giving you money. It was never happening for me before. Yeah. I shared so much. For anybody that has been here, they would have, in fact, I'm sure that you've gained. If I even stop here now, I'm fine. But the truth of the matter is, the power lies within you. The power is with you all along. It is you. If you see, Isaac went and sowed, and he was reaping. It's not about the place. The environment can affect you, but you can affect the environment because there is an inner environment in you that can affect the outer environment, that can condition and recondition, reprogram. We don't do, but we feel like helping you. Even when we don't do this, but we feel like it's not that they feel like you have reprogrammed it by regulating your own internal environment, and the outer environment has no choice but to conform. That's why in this Nigeria now, people are complaining. Somebody is still drawing house, pulling house down, and I dare say there's lack, there's lack. What are you focusing on? Where is your consciousness? What are you thinking about? Are you focusing on challenges or opportunities, on problems or solutions, on problems or possibilities? Right? It depends on you. So you just have a few exercises before I leave. I've shared a lot, but for now, because I want this to be very transformational, and I'm a transformational coach, so I always think about how can I help the people that I speak to. So think about a challenge that you're currently facing right now. I'm done. I'm just going through the exercises. Think about the challenge you're facing right now. Write it down. All right? Write it down. Now ask yourself, if this challenge were actually a gift, what lesson or opportunity might it be presenting to me? Please, if you can do this, it would be great, except you have to listen to the replay and rewind and fast forward. I think I'm doing well because we started by almost 7:30 or so. I don't know. I'm not sure the time I started, but I think 7:20 something. So I think I'm doing well with time.
You are definitely. You are.
So ask yourself, if this challenge were actually a gift, what lesson or opportunity might it be presenting to me? Now, write down 3 potential opportunities within this challenge. Write down 3 potential, I said potential opportunities. So I'll take the question again. I said, think of a challenge you're currently facing. Write it down. What is the challenge you're facing right now? Think about it. Write it down. Now ask yourself, if this particular challenge were actually a gift, what lesson or opportunity might it be presenting to me? Now write down 3 potential opportunities within this challenge. Because what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on the difficulty, it will consume you. But if you focus on the opportunity or possibility, new doors will open for you. I tell you, this is what helps me every time I face challenge and challenge. This is one thing that I do that helps me. All right? Let me know when I can continue. I want us to take some time to do this. I have like 2 other exercises. So let me know. I know I have about 20 minutes or so. So I'm trying to see how we can use that. But let me know if you're done, just say done. so that I can have an idea of those that are still remaining. All right. So do this, and let's see how it goes. Is anybody doing this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm just going to continue because I don't, look, some people might take more time to do theirs. I'll
And
just
I'm
continue.
through. I don't know who else is
Okay.
done. Please submit your classwork. It's not an assignment, it's a classwork. Submit, submit, submit. If you're done in the case, I think the microphone is free for everyone to, or anyone to unmute. If you're done, please just participate, unmute and say you're done. Let's know how many people.
Okay, so since I have two more, I will just continue. And so what you can do, maybe later on, you can write, somebody else, one of the team members can summarize the exercises and drop in the group if there is one, so that those people that
Disaster, please take notes.
everybody can follow. Yes.
Disaster, you're on the call, please.
Okay. So before I go to the next exercise, I would say that after everything I've said, I've been talking about how powerful you are. I've been saying, if you watch Aquila and the Bee, you'd hear one quote that says that our deepest fear is not that we are what? Inadequate. Is that we're powerful beyond measure. You would have heard that if you have watched Aquila, or if you've not watched it, you would have heard that quote somewhere. So you need to own your power. You need to own your power. And to own your power is the way you can own your power is to take responsibility for your transformation. You have to be responsible for your own transformation, right? Can we get real for a moment here? What happened to you may not be your fault, right? But your healing is your responsibility. Your response to that thing is your responsibility. Healing, growth, and transformation don't just happen. And I can come to tell you all these things here now, but if I tell you the pain, the years, sometimes I don't sleep at night. If I tell you all the one that I didn't bio and profile, if I tell you what is embedded in each of those things that have become victories, they came with challenges. But at the end of the day, when I faced my own battles, whether it was trauma, rejection, self-doubt, I had two choices, to remain stuck in my pain or to rise above it. At every point in time, I chose to rise, not because it was easy, but because staying the same was no longer an option. Please help me post that picture. Post the picture of the Doha picture, please. Yeah. So because I was able to turn my challenges to opportunities and I turned my pain to purpose, I didn't allow my pain bury me. And I began to do all that I'm doing and that I've been doing over the years. I began to help women, broken, abused, distressed women lead again. I set up a shelter. I began to coach executives, visionaries. I was not just sitting down, I was improving. I became an executive coach with Radiro Toye. I was learning. I was doing so many things. I was determined to grow. Now, because I was doing that and it was clear that I converted my pain to purpose, I was nominated for a trip to Doha, all expense paid. And it was a speaking opportunity. Now, there's a lot of backstory of how that came because I had prayed about it and I had visualized and done several things that I want to be invited for a global speaking opportunity. I don't want to go into details because of time. But when opportunity came for me to go, the first I want to bring out from this is if I had allowed my pain to swallow me and I did not convert my pain to purpose, or I did not allow myself move from pain to purpose, right? And there's a whole different class on moving from pain to purpose. But one thing I would say is one key that would help you move from pain to purpose is not to allow your pain use you, but to use your pain. Not to allow your pain use you, but to use your pain. We have many people that are claiming that they are feminists or they are advocate or they are something, but they are giving up their pain. They've not healed. And so the pain is using them. And so they're saying things like, hey, be that man, be that marriage. That's why you cannot come to me and tell me you want to leave your marriage and I'll tell you to leave your marriage. Because number one, I carry the Holy Spirit. I will first drill you. I've helped several women get back their marriages that wanted to leave. That realized that the problem was them, not the man. So because I healed, so I did not let my pain use me. That's why now I can do transformative work and not put people in more problems. So one way to move from pain to purpose is to use that pain as a tool and not let the pain use you. Now, what's the difference? When the pain uses you, you become bitter. When you use the pain, you become better. That's the difference, right? So I got this opportunity to go to Doha. Why am I sharing this? When I was going to Doha, I missed my flight. Yes, I've never told you. Yes, I'm saying it here. Yes, because this is about transforming challenges into opportunities. I missed my flight. Yes, yes, I did. It was a very, it was funny, but I missed my flight. So I could have said, oh, village
A red
people, I'm
flag.
not going again. I'm not. You said what?
You would have said it was a red flag. It's a sign.
Exactly. Challenges. Because I have trained my mind. I'm like, what is this? This one challenge. I
Okay.
will go to Doha. I will go. And I actually went. I went. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I choose. I choose every time I face challenges. Will I allow this go? Because I could have said, okay, now that I've gotten this opportunity, I can say, okay, I can't keep myself. Sorry, oh, flight tickets are 1.5 million and above. I got one for 2 million. I said, I'm not going to go anywhere. But I saw this challenge as an opportunity too. Like, oh, you know what? It's fine. I would pay the money, I would go, right? Other things have been sorted, and the ticket it was my fault, right? Even though it was someone's fault, but I gave the person the power to. I was the one that allowed it. That's the truth, and that's why it happened. I always find. I said the role of
Oh,
responsibility in transformation. Find your role. What role did I contribute to this? If you can check, okay, how did I contribute to this thing? You realize that there was something that you did not do or that you could have done better. For example, the person that told me to help them do something when I was about to fly, and the way the person, it's a long story, but it was related to someone that was there. And they said, can you help me do a favor to give someone that is there something? I could have said no. Could have said no. But my good heart
oh,
was like, okay, let me
oh,
just see what I can do. And in the end, I missed my flight.
oh. Trying to help
So I
somebody.
was I was regretting, feeling like, this is my good nature. I just changed my state immediately. I said, no, I never lose by being good. No, I will remain good. I will
You
keep
never
being good.
lose by
I will.
being good.
You must be mindful of your thoughts because it can just push you downward. Hey, because you are good, because you are this, next thing you're not bad. Things that are breaking guys' hearts did not just start from there. Somebody broke their heart, but they decided to allow the pain use them.
Mm.
Do you understand the difference? Do you understand? So I can share so much with you, but the truth is, I still went to Doha. It was beautiful. It was transformational. I met amazing people. Oh my God, I don't have time to talk about it, but help me show them the slide of the hundred, whatever, the banner, the picture about my award, 100 young influential women in Africa, right? If I had
Okay.
allowed my pain swallow me, I want all these awards from Kenya. In January, I was awarded by African Humanitarian Award, and I was there with the Commissioner of Women Affairs. And this is someone that we meet in our NGO forums, and she was so excited to see me. We were both awardees because I did not allow my pain to swallow me. So there is a responsibility. There's a part where you ask yourself, what part of my situation can I take responsibility for? That brings me to the next exercise. This is the second exercise now. What part of my situation can I take responsibility for? What part of this thing? Yes, somebody called me and said, help me do this. If I had said no, will I die? I will not die. And the person will find another alternative. So that was my own, I saw my own, my role in it. Now, when you have found that out, ask yourself, second question, what is that one action that I can take today to move forward? For me, I decided I was going to buy a new ticket. I said to myself, this opportunity is enough, is worth it.
Yes.
I will buy a new ticket because it has been a prophecy that has been hanging over my head. You are a global brand, global speaker. Yes, I've done several virtual events globally, but I wanted to travel for a speaking opportunity. So it meant a lot to me. So that you can take today to move forward. For me, I bought the ticket. I bought it. I said I will buy it. Yes. Now, next question. Do I need to turn this challenge into an opportunity? That cat had to see itself as a lion. I spoke somewhere, and one of the speakers mentioned how she wanted a new job and she had to see herself as deserving of that job, and she applied because she felt I can do this job and I deserve it. Things like, let me just manage any job, let me just be here, yeah, 10 years, you're still in one job because you see yourself as, hey, hey, do you understand? To become, what should I do? My goals, yourself. What needs to become in 2025 to turn this challenge or whatever I'm facing now to an opportunity, or whatever the world is facing, or whatever Nigeria or whatever you are in the world, to an opportunity. Share your reflections. I wish we had time. Share your reflections in the chat. I want to just see a few and know that, okay, we're doing this thing. All right? We're doing this thing.
Share
My
your
time is up
reflections
now.
in the chat. Share your reflections.
Share your reflections. I would really like to see it. I would really like to see it.
Everything you've learned, put them in the chat, please.
Put them in the chat. What you're doing, what you're discovering from your mistakes, turning your setbacks. You can turn your setback into a setup. You can turn your setback into a comeback. You have to change your approach towards adversity. Some of your biggest breakthroughs will come wrapped in the disguise of setbacks. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you. Rejection can be redirection. For me, if people did not reject me, or if the person that, see, you have to reject me because I would have not been the woman I am today. How? You are today. You have to, because I would have been blinded. When you are in a cocoon of your pain, or in a cocoon of your problem, or in a cocoon of where you think you have arrived, you will not see outside. It was a redirection. So your rejection can be a redirection. A painful moment can be the birth of a new mission. Live Again movement came as a result of the pain I went through. I was worshiping, I was praying, I was having a time with God, and I heard the word live again for the first time. Civil engineer, I wanted to work in an oil company. What concern me an NGO? Concern me and every woman live again. What's that business? With every women live again. What's that? It never came into my imagination, but a painful moment was what birthed the Live Again movement. Even the world's most inspiring people that Oprah, Nelson Mandela, all of them. Most people, think of anybody that you think that has become anything. They didn't just endure hardship, because Nigerians, Nigerian, if you're not Nigerian, please pardon me, but Nigerians are used to suffering. Let's just manage it. Let's just take it like it is. You're settling for less when you are made for more. So don't just endure hardship, leverage it. The power, the key word there is leverage. Leverage it to create massive impact, to become better, to become stronger, to become wiser. Say, I will not waste this pain, because God does not waste pain. So you don't waste your pain. Say, how can I become better from this? What can I learn? How can I grow? Right? I hope this has really helped us, right? I hope this has really, really, really helped us. So, one other thing you can do to have a mindset shift is, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Why me? Is it only me? My village people. Ask yourself, what is this preparing me for? What is this preparing me for? You see, your story of overcoming will become someone else's survival guide. I wrote a book. Please help me put the book this thing. I wrote a book, 12-step guide to living again, to help people move from merely existing to truly living, to help you move from pain to purpose, from trauma to transformation, to help you move from a place of being a walking dead to being full of life, to being, people describe me as fire. Life tried to extinguish that fire. Challenges came and made me a mute. I became a zombie. I became a mute. I won't even talk. Just keep quiet. I'll say yes. Sit down there. I'll sit down. I became a zombie because that was what abuse did to me. But my story of overcoming today is why I can come here and I can share. Please help me zoom it a bit. I think it was a screenshot I shared. That's why I can help you. That I can teach on pain to purpose. I can teach on transforming challenges to opportunities. My story of overcoming is now someone else's. I wrote a book, 12-step guide. I outlined all the things I did to be able to become this person and to be able to live again, where I am now being sent to different places to speak and I'm receiving awards here and there. It's because I decided, I did the things I'm sharing with you today. And now my story is now someone else's survival. If you want to get the book, the link is right there on the picture. Stella the Cole/12-step guidebook. But I'm telling you that you too, you can write a book from the lessons that you've learned, from the things that you got from your own challenges, by just doing all these things, you can see differently. And you can say, oh, wow, I was sitting on a gold mine all along. And then the last exercise, which is your personal transformation statement. Now, please write this sentence and fill in the blanks. This challenge of this is preparing me to become this. Let me see if I can type and post it in the chat. The challenge of this is preparing me to become this. Okay? The challenge of this is preparing me to become this. Can someone write it, or let me type it? This challenge of this, put it in the blank. The challenge of put the blank there is preparing me to become this, another thing. Put it there. Let's just say that this was a coaching session because the things I'm doing here are the things that I do.
Transformational session.
Exactly. The things I'm doing here are the things that I do for some of my executive clients, my clients and my coaching clients. So I guess those here are, or I don't know, the prayer that Catherine prayed before she invited me. Okay, so I would type it now. So the challenge of this is preparing me to become this. Now, repeat it aloud and own it. So I typed it in the chat. I put the dash, dash, dash for you so it'll be easy. So the challenge of this is preparing me to become this. So repeat it aloud and own it. Now that you have written that thing now, you keep repeating that thing till it becomes, because there is a you inside of you. Now the real you is inside you. That's your spirit. So when you go through things, you tend to settle and you think, okay, this is who I am. No. Sometimes you develop a personality from what you have been through. Like me, I became a some of you think you're quiet. I always ask the question, are you quiet or were you silent? Because me, I was silenced. I've always been a speaking person. But when I went through abuse, I was told, shut up, you talk too much, you say nonsense. What do you know how to say? You always say rubbish, nobody will listen to you. It was so bad that I second guessed myself. I questioned myself. Before I talk, I'll say, I want to say rubbish. Some of you can relate to what I'm saying. Some of you is your parents that did the thing to you. Some of you is your teachers that told you that you do not know how to speak. Keep quiet. For me, it was when I went through abuse. I became a mute. I would be quiet like that. I became I was looking for myself. That who am I? I had to rediscover myself again. That's why I wrote all those things in this book because it's like a guide. I shared what I I had to say, who am I? Is this me? This is not me now. I was not like that, like that. It's not me. There was a time I was praying. I was shouting in my prayer. I was praying in the spirit. I was calling out the real Enifome, the one that existed before life happened to her, the one I was talking to. So there is a you in you. When you speak, you are hearing you. There is a you that is in you that is hearing what you are saying. So when you say, I'm not good enough, you are speaking to your spirit, and the thing is listening. All your cells in your body are saying, yes, it's not good enough. And let us make it work. Let us enforce it. So be careful of your internal dialogue and your external dialogue. When you say affirmations, make sure you mean it so that you can send a message to your cells, your body, your blood that see a new dispensation is here. Write this thing. The challenge of this is preparing me to become this. Repeat it aloud. And as you do these exercises, anything that comes to you to write, like I am good enough, I am better than this, I am more than this, write it and turn it into an affirmation. If possible, say, record it on your phone and be playing it. Because the more you hear, the more you become. The more you hear, the more you become. All right? And in closing, I'm going to say this in closing. You have two choices today. To let your challenges define you or to let them refine you. For me, pain refined me. My challenges refined me. When I look at myself today, somebody looked at a picture of a flyer that I was invited to speak as a keynote speaker and sent me a message. She said, Enifome, this picture, I can feel the peace from this picture. She said, I can see the femininity. This picture is so beautiful. Like it just shows a woman that is truly living again. So I am grateful for the woman I have become and that I am still becoming because I did not allow my challenges to define me. I let them refine me. And every time I face challenge, let me tell you the truth, I am excited. You know why? It's an opportunity for growth. I don't know, as it, I'm not trying, I'm telling you the truth. I'm like, man, see money. There's money here. Like a guy that went to India, they had no shoes and he said, I can't stay here. What kind of place is this? And he left. And that guy went there and said, they have no shoes. I think that guy might have been an Igbo guy because he was like, no shoes, see my case. He went and imported shoes and became a millionaire. Yes. So if you go decide though, whether the thing go kill you, or it go refine you, or it go define you, it's up to you. The road will not always be easy. But remember, gold is purified by fire, and strong leaders are shaped by adversity. Your challenge is not your end, it is your beginning. All right? I'm going to close there. I thank God for my challenges. I'm grateful for them. People tell me I'm a persuasive speaker, I'm a this and this. Whatever I was, I am better because the challenge, I was able to let it refine me. I tell you, I'm a better speaker now than before. And then I was like, I have arrived as a speaker. But every day I see myself growing and becoming better. So let me give you one last exercise. I know I said I've closed, but let me give you one exercise. What is one thing, just one thing that you will do differently starting today? Please type it in the chat, or you can send me a DM. You can message me. My IG handle is Enifome Speaks on Instagram, and on LinkedIn, Enifome Ogbimi. I can post the link so that anybody that wants to connect can connect. But I'll be delighted to connect with you. You can send me that one thing you would want to do differently starting from today. If you want to, you can send me that. I also do one-on-one coaching, but it's very, very limited because of the kind of things I do. A lot of things, so I have very limited slots for that. But basically, if you are ready to take your transformation to the next level, let's connect. You're not alone, and your breakthrough is closer than you think. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. You're not meant to merely exist. You're meant to truly live. You're not meant to survive. You're meant to thrive and rise and live again, right? Bounce back from that challenge and live again. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Come on, let's show our appreciation in the chat. Let's show her how impactful, how transformative this session has been. If there is one thing I can say, is that it keeps getting better and better and better and better. And Ms. Enifome, I would like to say a huge, huge thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to do this with us and to really pour out yourself. I could feel, we all could feel that you held nothing back. So I want to really say a huge thank you for that. I know, let's keep the appreciation coming. I know we have a lot that we have learned today, and there are so many things we are going to be doing differently. Trust me. Thank you so much for that truly impactful, insightful, and transformative session. So I don't know if you have a minute or two to take one or two questions before we call it a day.
Sure. Ebere, I'd also like to know what is the one thing that they are taking away from this? What is that one thing that has stuck on you? Like, I can't forget this one. This one hit me. I would like to see that just to know
Okay,
and have like an impact assessment of my session. Thank you so much.
All right, all right. So for me, I just think, you know, some of the things you spoke about are some of the things I know, but it's always good to have that reinforcement coming. And one thing that stood out for me is the issue of reframing, because sometimes I can really get critical, even of myself, you know, and then I'm like, you know, this is like this and this is like that. So one thing that really stood out for me was the refrain. Always try as much as you can to reframe things and stop looking down on what you can achieve. Stop holding yourself back. That's just it, basically, for me. Stop holding yourself back. That's it. All right. So one more time, I would like to say a very big thank you to you. If you have a time, the
So I
time to take
wasn't
one or
even
two
referring to
questions.
you. I wanted the people that were listening to type it in the chat. So thank you for sharing yours, but I want to
Oh,
see the
okay.
chat. Yes, I want to
Oh,
see someone
okay.
type
All
one thing that you're taking
right.
away. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. Let's do that, everyone. What are you
So
taking
I'm
away?
gonna be
Let's do
looking.
that.
Mm.
Okay, someone has already replied. Let's keep it coming, everyone. If you have something to add. Okay, never take every challenge in a negative way, because it's actually a better plan from God. You can turn your pain into purpose, and you can see my pain in a positive light. Very good. Thank you. Mr. Benson says, my take home is that don't let your challenge define you, but let them refine you. Okay? And someone, Boswell, says, turn your challenges into opportunities. All right. Thank you. Zara says,
Okay.
never allow your challenges define you, but refine you. Okay. Let's keep it coming. Let's have more people giving us feedback. I know that I wasn't the only one, and these people who have replied so far are not the only ones who were part of this. So if you were part of this, if it was impactful, keep the comments flowing in. Let's see how impactful this session has been for you, okay? So let's keep it coming. Once again, I would like to say okay, someone says, respond instead of reacting. Very good. This is from Judy
Mm.
Woko. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. All right, so if we have a question, kindly indicate. We can just unmute and then ask your question. Let's keep it short so that our speaker can, answer, and then we go about our nightly activities. So if you have a question, you can use the hand raise
So
button.
while we wait for the question,
Let's do that.
Enifome, you can tell I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say. It's almost like I've never listened to you speak before. It's always something new, something new, something new. And that is how you know a great speaker. That's how you know a great speaker. When you're expecting this one, she turns around and gives you, wow, wow, let's go. See the notes now. Check my notes. Check out my notes. Did you see what I wrote? This one, I made it very thick. Three. Wow. Three potential opportunities within my challenge. I put them down already. Yesterday, I was demoralized. Something happened. Like, when you have this authority over something, and then you feel like, oh, this is a piece of cake. And then that same thing comes to challenge you. Say, no, you've not even started with me. You feel like, isn't it what I was down. That's why I didn't have the time. That's willingness to do my makeup yesterday. But today I said, Enifome, did leave again, coach. You see, I even did my brows. You hardly see me do brows. You are I said yesterday is gone. Today we are here. I really want to thank you so much. So many things stood out for me. So many things. The more you affirm, the more you become. The more this is like a personal encounter for me. I use this a lot. The other time I was just with my children. I don't really always have time with them, but whenever I have the time with them, I maximize it. So one Saturday night, all odds were against me. All odds were against me that particular Saturday night. But I looked at those children, they were so cheerful, innocent minded children. And then we started dancing, right? We started dancing to a particular song the night before. We're using the mirror. Amanda would dance, I would dance, Kaima would dance. And we're just positive. And guess what? The Sunday after, I was like, God, turn this happiness to real happiness. That week was exceptional. That week was exceptional. The same thing happened just last weekend. On the Monday of last week, right? I went to the gym. I realized that my inner I wore it upside down, right? The back of it. And you know that thing we say, when you wear your clothes upside the back of it, it means
Inside out.
right? It means money is coming. So I told myself, today's going to be a money day. Today is going to be a money day. Guess what? That evening, I had an executive meeting with the governor of a particular state. Oh, Father Lord. Father Lord, that night, that day I came back, I called my husband, I said, honey, we have gotten the contract. Even the thanks for coming, only the thanks for coming alone, I was like, Father, in my life, I've never seen this amount of cash in my life. What am I saying? The power of words. I can resonate with what you said. The more you affirm, the more you become. What you say with your mouth matters. That is why sometimes when I say, Nigeria don't cast, Nigeria, I will just, please take it back. There is power in the tongue. There is power in the tongue. Even though it is obvious, people say, please don't be sentimental about it. I know the power in my tongue. You see this thing I have here, it's not just a tongue, it's a weapon. It is what God has put inside of me that can speak life to anything. So I don't use it loosely. You want so many things, so many things. The power of perspective, it is not what you think of it's not just how you see it is what you think of yourself. See the lion, the cat calling itself a tiger. Did you hear Katy Perry's song, the Roar? Have we taken our time to listen to the Roar? It is a motivational song. Who are you? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Thank God you reminded me of gratitude list. I did it last year. I've forgotten this year. I've forgotten. My gratitude list, I start from January. Like you said, we should take note of our tiniest, what's it called again? Wins, our little wins. I was like, Father Lord, how could I have forgotten? Every little thing, every little win, I will put it on my notepad. The one for last year is still here. December 31st last year, I put everything down on my page. That's the ones I could share out. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. I would not advise anybody, even if you have listened to this, right, you're here live, please watch it again. I know why I'm saying this. This replay will be posted. Watch the replay again and again. And I promise you, don't take my word for it. It is a promise. For every time you watch it, there is something new you will learn. I am telling you the truth. It is not just for me to speak like a motivational speaker. For every time you watch it, there is something new you will learn. So please, Father Lord, thank you. God bless. Collaborate with innovative solutions, leverage your strength, identify hidden opportunities, magnify the promises of God so that the challenges will become small. I've not heard that one before. That one entered. Magnify the promises of God so that the challenges will become a piece of cake. Maintain a positive network. Your perception becomes your reality. Event plus response equals outcome. Now, before I leave the floor open for questions, right? Let me just ask this question because I know many people would want to ask this question as well. You said, celebrate your little wins. People see that celebration of little wins like, oh, she's proud. Proud. You want everybody to know. Why not do it in silence? Just do it in silence before village people, all of those things, People have that mindset. I know quite a number of people that have that mindset. And trust me, like you said, I changed that network. They're on Facebook. You hardly see me there. You understand? You hardly see me there. So when you have people like that and you be like, sometimes it makes you withdraw. You're like, let me just keep quiet too. I don't want anybody to steal my glory, to see the. So how would God be doing so many things in your life and you're not? Do we know that these things are testimony? So please, I need you to shed more light on it. Or where do we draw the line between sharing our testimonies to motivate others and being proud? How do we draw that line?
Okay. So there are two different questions. When I said celebrate your small wins, I did not mean you should carry loudspeaker and go and announce the small win that you won. No.
Okay.
When I say celebrate your small win, I'll give you an example. I was working on a project. I got, there are different levels in a project. So I got the main thing. I achieved it. But after I achieved it, instead of me to sit in that moment, being in that present moment and saying, oh, thank you, Jesus. I've worked hard to get to this point in this project and I have achieved this. Immediately, I began to think of all the things we still needed for the project. Immediately, as I got into that moment of, yes, in that same moment, because sometimes courage and fear can coexist, sadness and happiness can coexist in the same moment. So in that same moment that I'm supposed to be happy that, wow, see what I achieved, I began to think of the many things that I still need for that project. So for example, you built a house by faith. You don't have chairs, you don't have furniture, you don't have rug, you don't have anything. For you to build a house, it's actually a big deal. Even if the house is one room, is a big deal. They're like, oh God, we need smart TV. We need blinds. And right now, generator. Oh God, he wants to finish us. In that moment, you can switch, and then you are not so engrossed with all the problems that are still present. Meanwhile, you should be focused on relishing that moment of victory, because it's still in a state where you can attract the other things that you need to cut for that same thing. Do you understand what I mean? If I call you and say, oh, no, I have a chair to give out, and we're doing some auction sale, can you come and collect it? Instead of 250K, pay 100K. Because of your, it has attracted that thing to you. But when you are not saying, hey, celebrate small wins, I mean, that thing that looks like it is not big. Because we are undermining what we have, and we are overvaluing what others have or what we don't have. That's the problem. So we're looking at that thing that we achieved as ordinary. Is it not this thing? Is it not this ordinary? Meanwhile, that thing that you're looking at that is ordinary has the ability to be magnified and expand because of your energy, your attention, and the state, the kind of thoughts you're thinking about it can decide if that thing becomes a moment of sadness or a moment of victory that will lead to other victories. I don't know if you get what I mean. So
absolutely,
when I say celebrate your small win, I mean that thing. Let me give you an example now. Let's say I want to drive a car now. I want to buy a car and I don't have a car. And I was able to get a driver's license. Like the saying I would do it, and I finally got a driver's license as a sign of my faith. I should celebrate that I now have a driver's license.
Yes.
I don't have the car yet. This is hot for now. The driver's license. So give me a second.
Your microphone is muted. What's happening? Ms. Enifome, your microphone is muted.
Yes, I know. I asked for a second. My kids.
Okay.
Yes. So as I was saying, the driver's license is the substance of things hoped for. The car that is coming. I have gotten the license. I should celebrate my small win and say, thank you, Lord. Thank God that I was able to get a driver's license. I have a driver's license. I'm making progress, because at least now I've taken a step in the direction of my car. So a baby step is still a step. Celebrate it. Don't undermine it. Don't because sometimes even with our talent and our gifts, we undermine and commonize it. I have the gift of encouragement. I can encourage somebody that the person will feel like, like even if the depression hits you, if I spend time with you will feel as if you can climb a mountain. I have that gift. But I undermine that said it's encouraging me. It's not to encourage. I now realize that that gift, I use it in sales, I use it in everything. But I was undermining it and saying it's encouragement. Sometimes it's that thing that you're saying, is it not? I don't know. I don't do it. Okay, let me give an example. Somebody brought sandwiches to a meeting we're having. We did not ask her to bring it. It was a meeting that there was food, but she's the kind of person that she just likes to bring things wherever she's going. And we were praising her and saying that, wow, this thing is nice. Is it your business that you do? She said, no, please, oh, no, I just do it, oh, I just do it, oh, it's not like it's just, no. That could have been a moment of an epiphany where she's like, wait, oh, these positive reviews, everybody here is saying this thing is nice. Are you sure I shouldn't turn this into a business? Because somebody asked you, is this your business? Sometimes your breakthrough is in what somebody said, even as a joke. You don't like you defending enough. Even if someone is saying something, even a picture on the wall can have your answer to your next level. So what I'm saying is, celebrate that thing, that small win that is small, in quotes, because your small win is somebody else's big win. Yes. So celebrate your small win. It puts you in the right state to attract more opportunities. You don't need to go to it. For example, now, it's not everything I post on Facebook.
Absolutely.
I'm not an Instagram person because I feel like Instagram is, I love Instagram. Instagram is my play. I love Instagram. To Facebook once in a while. And I feel like on Facebook, there are so many people that are not be able to filter. They're just there. So I'm like, it's not everything I should post there. You should not go and carry all your everything and be posting there. There's wisdom in preparation and waiting for something to actualize to, and learning and developing the kind of mindset that can handle success, because it's not every mindset that can handle success. So there is a mindset for success, which is the one where like me now, you cannot bring me down. And I'll tell you why I know this. The Bible says when your obedience is complete, let me tell you something. The power that village people have over you is the power that you gave to them.
Yes.
Is the power that you gave to them. So you are the one that has the power. They don't cooperate with you to do you. For example, the saying, reaching out to a widow on your street. You are waiting for when you will have CAC. Register your foundation before you start it. And what you say, it is well with you. It is well with you. You say, no, I want to look like I have gotten it first before I like someone that's doing myself. I'm looking at, you are overthinking it. Then you will not realize that at the end of the day, you are the one doing yourself. So if people want to keep you stagnant, they have realized that you are disobedient. You are overthinking. You have self-doubt. So they come and leverage what you have already given them as a seed. So the power we give to village people is actually our power that we give to them, because we ourselves have created a hole or a gap or something that they can use to leverage on. I don't know if you get what I mean. So for me, when I was traveling to Doha, when I classic example, wow. So I missed my flight, right? I missed my flight. So that's the mindset. Now listen to this. The old will always battle the new. The familiar will always battle whatever you're trying to build now that is not familiar. Tony Williams will always say something, that some people prefer familiar misery to foreign happiness. That's because the body likes the familiar. The body is used to the familiar. So the body will revolt. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to see your type and your mate? It will always fight the new. The spirit will always fight the flesh. It's a constant war. So it's not going to end. The only thing they're going to develop the mindset to be able to know, the awareness to be able to battle it and gain victory. So for me, when I wanted to travel and I missed my flight, they don't want me to travel. Why did I post it on Instagram? I'm being very open with you so that you can know that these things are real challenges, and challenges will never stop. Life will knock you down more than once. You need the tools to be able to win every time it happens. But it's to continue knocking you down.
You're saying so well.
Do you understand? So I said, I posted it on Instagram. Maybe I should have waited till I arrived Doha first.
Rest of your decisions.
To me. I was thinking about it, I heard a voice tell me, you will not travel.
Hmm.
You will not travel. You will not travel. Where are you going to? You will not travel. And I don't want to say much about this, but the voice went ahead to tell me what it did to my parents and how my parents had the plan to travel, but it frustrated them, and so I will not be different. Guess what? I responded. See, you need to learn to talk back at that voice. I call it off the devil's mic, off him. You are allowing the devil to be dancing around, azonto. You are the one that has made your mind a playground for the devil. See, Mike, I said to the devil that said that thing, because God can never tell me that kind of thing. I said to the devil, I said, didn't they tell you about me, Enifome, that I'm the one that will press your neck? That I'm the one to turn back. Let me tell you, you have to open your mouth to your environment. You won't have ears. Just go to the front door. You have to your challenges back.
Yes.
You that it is me, Enifome, that will press your neck. Because I got to that stage where I could challenge that voice. I can tell you, if I don't have time to take you through the journey of me finally traveling, I tried to renew my passport for 2 years. It did not come out. 2 years. They say it's NIN issue. Is that issue? Is that issue? But because I have trained my mind, I asked God, I said, God, it cannot be village people stopping me because they don't have the power to stop me. Because I'm unstoppable. So is there anything that I'm not doing?
Exactly.
That I should be doing?
One of your points here.
Or is there something you told me to that I have not done? My inner eyes, let me see what is really wrong. See, I'm not telling you what I don't do. I'm telling you that every time I face challenges, because things are not always what they seem. There's always something that sponsors something. Many times the problems we call problems are not the problems, they are the perceived problems. There is a problem sponsoring the problem, and you must see the problem to be able to create a solution. Long story short, I saw the problem and I tackled it spiritually, physically, emotionally, for every lead. And so when it was time for me to travel, I knew that nothing could stop me. And so I have the mouth to tell that voice, who you be. If God be for me, who you be. Pidgin English version, who you be. And I was able to travel. And I dare say that I broke a pattern that was already forming. And now I paved a way to the easier way for those that are coming after. When you get to the Red Sea, the only thing to do is to move forward. I faced the Red Sea when I was traveling. For every time you have to do something that you have never done before, there will be fear. Sometimes that fear is just because you haven't done something like that before. Not like, hey, it's a sign. It's a sign that I should go back to Egypt. Don't you dare go back to Egypt.
Never.
The promised land is waiting for you.
Thank you so much. For every time you try to do something you've not done before, there is a challenge. Please open your mind towards that and get ready. It's only when you get that you can tackle it. I'm telling you, based on experience, this is very true. Very true. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So there's a
I think someone asked a question here, but you can ask yours and then I'll take the one in the
There's a particular part you did not touch. What is how do you make that line
balance
when it is you overshowing and when it is you trying to attract more opportunities?
Your motive. Ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? When I went through abuse, I was so eager to share my story, like share your story. But I noticed that I would be having a restraint. So check your spirit. Sometimes your spirit is trying to make you do something that you don't want to do. Sometimes your spirit is getting you not to do something that you want to do. So the goal is to align with your spirit, because your spirit is more intelligent. It knows beyond. Sometimes you want to be somebody's friend by force, and your spirit is just, follow your spirit.
Repelling person,
you register for a course and you don't have the money, or you are thinking, how will I cope? And your spirit is pulling you to pay for that course. That is where your turnaround is. Follow your spirit. Your flesh will align. Always choose your spirit. Follow your spirit. Follow your spirit. But it also takes you training your spirit. If you are, I'm a man of faith, and I will always advise you, follow God, know God personally for yourself. It helps you to discern fake from real, counterfeit from real. It has helped. It has been a game changer for me. So you understand me? So for me, follow your spirit, because your spirit knows beyond what you don't know. I have to ask myself, why do you want to share your story? What's your motive? Because sometimes your motive is wrong. You want to blow, you want attention, you also want to see that you're making progress.
Emotions.
So clarify your motives. And if your motives are okay, your heart does not condemn you, go ahead with it. Everybody will adjust. Everybody will be all right.
Everybody will be all right. Thank you so much, Ms. Abera. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, someone here is asking how to join the Live Again series.
Is it Live Again? That's not what I saw. I saw the live series. I think you guys have a live series group or something. Yeah, so that's what the person is asking. I think my question I saw here is, what is the difference between imagination and perception? And Chioma's hand has been up for a while now, so I don't know if she wants to ask her question live, and then we can take this one later, or we take this one. So Ebere and Catherine, the onus is on you. Yeah, the ones that will decide.
All right, let's listen to Chioma.
Okay.
I think you can unmute, please.
You can unmute and speak.
It's still there.
Or is her hand up by mistake?
No, I don't think it was a mistake.
Okay, let's just take the perception one, then when she comes back.
Okay. So somebody asked, what's the difference between imagination and perception? The truth of the matter is that one of them is internal, one of them is external, right? It's really the two of them is still about how the mind interacts with reality and how it colors your world, how it can create, but they function differently. Perception is the way we interpret and make sense of something we receive, like something external. For example, someone can tell you, see your big head. See your big head. I don't have big head. So these are the realities I can create with that statement. I don't have big head. Or I have big head and I'm aware I have big head. Is it your head? I'm giving you is it your big head? Right? I'm giving you examples. Or the third one is, I have big head. Oh my God, I can't wear cap again. From today, I can't open my head again. From today, I will be closing my head. I don't want anybody to see that I have big head. So it's an information. Someone tells you, are you mad? They say that I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. You can. So it's an information that comes and you receive it through your senses. It can be your eyes, you hear it, you perceive it. Perception, it can be perceived perception. It can be, how. So it's you that received it. It's based on a stimuli, like it's an external. You are the one that is reacting or responding to it. I don't know if you get what I mean. So you can see a sunset now and say, oh, thank God for sun. Or you can be angry that, oh, the sun is too hot. But it's an external thing. I'm hearing voices.
I think it's from Chioma. Chioma is available now.
Okay, so should I pause and continue, or should she wait for me? Which one?
She should wait for you,
please. You can land. Please land before she continues.
Okay, let me just finish. So that is external. But imagination is the ability to create mental pictures, mental images. It's more of inside. Sometimes even when you're praying, right, you're praying for something, try to create it inside. Try to create a mental prophetic picture of that thing that you're praying for. If you know this song, Favor, it surrounds me like a shield. I was listening to Lawrence Oyo's brother singing the song, and he closed his eyes. And if you listen to that song, you can tell that he's literally picturing favor surrounding him as a shield. He's picturing the part where they say, angels, they are all around me now. You can tell that he's literally imagining that angels are literally around him now. So imagination is the ability to create a mental image or an idea, a scenario that it does not exist in reality, but you are creating it in your imagination. It is generated internally. It's not, it is independent of sensory or whether anything external. No, you create it internally. You can close your eyes and picture yourself, being on a yacht, in the beach, having your twins. Like me, I want to have twin girls. I have seen them. I've created in my imagination. I've seen them. So you create that mental picture inside. I hope you get it. Those are the key differences, basically. One is internal, one is external, and I'll just stop there. But it's really, your perception is how you experience the world. So imagination is like how you can reshape it and reimagine that thing that was already external. So the two of them are twins. They work hand in hand, but they're different.
All right. Thank you. All right, Choma, your turn.
Yeah, good evening. I actually didn't want to ask a question. Hello, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I said I actually wasn't asking a question. It's just that I was just highlighting the point that the point she was making. So
Okay.
I just love what I'm hearing.
Okay. Don't we all? We all love what we're hearing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. I think there's a question here that speaks about not celebrating your success because that may attract adversity. Like celebrating it in a loud way will attract adversity. So is it not better I keep quiet? That's what someone here says.
Is it not better I enjoy my achievements in silence? And the question is, are you happy? Are you happy enjoying your see? At the end of the day, if you are living your life for people, you'll be a very sad person. If your decisions are based on what people say, what they think, the day you lose appetite in people's opinion is the day you start living. If you're existing, because what's really the problem? I had a coaching client, right? And she told me, I cannot post my picture on Instagram. I said, why? She said, because of village people. I'm like, so you will not live. The Bible says live openly and expansively. See, the Bible says let your light. It said let your light. It didn't say shine. If I said shine, I've been like, okay. It said let your light
so shine.
They will see your good deeds and glorify. That means it's either you don't believe in God, because sometimes we pray from a place of fear and we say it's faith. Hey God, let me give you an example. My younger brother saw cats. I can never forget this. I always use this example every time to talk about fear and faith. My younger brother saw a cat in our front when he was very little, and he kept saying, I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I rebuke you. And me, I was hearing the way he was rebuking the cat from inside, and I came out and I said, what is going on? And you could see the cat was looking at him like this, like, what did they do? Because the fear he was using to rebuke the cat. And like, you think devil does not know when you are doing things from a place of fear? Man, he knows. He knows. Yeah. It is fear. That thing is a reaction to fear. You are afraid of something. So you are refusing to post. Guess what? Job said, that which I feared the most as what?
Has happened to me.
Perfect love casts out all fear. But what comes to the worst? Say, I cover my images with the blood of Jesus, and you post. But you must believe in something. And the thing that you are believing is what is driving your action. So you might say, I believe in God. But if you believe in God, your action will be directly proportional to your belief. But if your action is inversely proportional, then you can tell you that you say you believe in God, but truly, you really believe in the other side more than. Because you see, let me explain something to you. Where you focus, what you focus on. So if you are focusing on there are demons around me. My sister, my brother, I will not be surprised if you start getting visited by demons. I will not be surprised. But Elisha also, but he sent his servant to go and check. Initially, he went and said, those people there, man, there are a lot of them, they want to kill us. Said, I think he said a prayer, he said, go and look again. He now came back and said, them that are for us are more than them that are against us. Where are you? See part of this perception and focus and imagination. Where are you focused on? Because where you are putting attention, where attention goes, energy flows. And the thing that you are putting attention on, you are making it real. Because you are the one that has the power. You focus on it. It now becomes your reality. And so that's why they'll see village people will be there. He prepares a table before Enifome in the presence of our enemies. The one telling me, I'm proud of you. I saw you on Facebook. I saw you there, and I'm not even posting anything on Facebook. One saw me and said, I messaged you and you did not respond. I'm angry with you. And the way you say, you one said I was rude. And I said I was rude. Me, it cannot be me. I now went to check the message and realized that I did not even respond. Meanwhile, that person is telling everybody that I was rude. I don't respond to you is rude. So is this that was rude to you? You can tell by the action, this one, na them, village people. What I'm trying to say is this: they are there, they are seeing it. Come and touch me. I am a flame of fire. You go burn. God preserves you. Oh God, when I said there, I'm unstoppable, I'm unkillable, I'm untouchable. The only person that can kill me is God, and He did not come to kill, He came to give me life. I'm a life giver. Now me, they revive dead people. And they revive dead people and dead places. You won't come kill me. How now? Where will God be? Where will my angels be when you are doing that? I used to be afraid. My children, one day I was like, wait, are the angels sleeping? The angels are there now. Yes. Is everything if you are not posting because of the adversary, is fine. But if you want to post and you are just doing like this because of so when will you live? Where will you truly live?
Is it maybe you post it in heaven or somewhere else? I don't know.
So
there's no Instagram in heaven.
You have a right to do whatever you want, but the question is, will you get to the end of your life and be truly glad of about your decision, or will you regret? Regret is worse. Somebody said that regret stings. Regret can sting you, because I would prefer to do it and know that I not do it well than for me to regret. It's not me, not be me and regret. I will do that thing. I will learn from it. Than for me to sit down one day waiting for the day that will be there. See, the Bible says as soon as you are tired and restless, you, not me, not Dr. Catherine, not Ebere, you will lift the yoke off your neck. There's a way you will get a point. You'll be like, nothing can face me. I am tired, I'm restless, I'm tired. I must become. Think about what somebody thinks about me. With all the things I have to do in my life, I will think about what someone thinks about me. From the days of John the Baptist, people have been thinking, they will continue thinking, and it is not dependent on your action, it is who they are. It's that they are. If you like, change into lion, they will say the lion is not fine. The lion, no. You change to cat again. When I was a model there, when I used to model very well, people went to go and bleach because they wanted fair people then. So now the industry has stabilized. So you are going to bleach back to black. Go and turn back to black. Since you are responding to stimuli everywhere. Anytime they say this thing, you shake. If you continue looking at your rear mirror, will you move forward? So see, me, I practice what I preach. Somebody was saying something one day when I went to speak somewhere. She said, and if they don't remain for house, as you see, now so you see, now me be this. Now me, this that I am when I'm gisting, I'm in my authentic, unique self. I've accepted my identity, and that is why I can attract people that are for my destiny. Not for everybody, and everybody is not for me. If you're not my friend and you don't like me, it's okay. You don't need to like me. Those that were destined to like me will like me. In fact, some like me, but they never like my post, but they still like me, but they don't like, so I will not say that they like my post. So it's not they don't like my post. You need to work on your mind. I have several YouTube videos on mindset. Just go to my YouTube page and feast. You go bellyful. Mindset. I deal with mindset with hammer. Because your mindset is your life, literally. If you change your mindset, you change your life. Simple. Because who wants to help you might be beside you, say, no, I don't relate to people when I go outside. I don't talk to people in public. Hey, continue.
All right, thank you so much for that really refreshing and invigorating session. I think that's all the questions we can take for now. If we have further questions, we will, of course, follow the links that you have provided. And then I too want to have more fresh insights, okay? So I really want to say thank you a million times. Thank you so much for this session. God bless
Thank you
you.
for having
Thank
me.
you,
I gotta
everyone.
go
Thank
now.
you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the
Thank
knowledge that
you.
you transformed, and may
All
God
right.
continue to reward you. God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
real
Thank you.
good. And
Bye,
this is the
everyone.
least you've
Amen.
ever been.
Bye.
Don't
Amen.
worry, small now.
Amen.
We're talking about Dubai, we're
Amen.
talking about UK, US. We are going on tour
Yes, so
this year.
no more
Eh?
trips this year.
Don't
Definitely.
worry. For the
Definitely.
lives you're transformed, God is not sleeping, and you keep transforming.
Mm,
For those that did not
amen.
hear this part very well, he has an NGO that caters for women. That please, can you say that part again? Because what she's doing
Okay.
is huge. Is huge.
Mm,
Women that are broken, women that need to find themselves again, women that would say because of they don't want to be husbandless, they want to remain in a toxic relationship, women that have been excommunicated from the society, women that have been underrated, all those broken women that they don't have a voice. She has an NGO, and if the problem is, oh, if I leave, where will I? She has a shelter for women, like do I call it a rehab? Do I call it a rehabilitation center for women that are broken, not for those that are doing the D1? But this is going on YouTube. I don't want to say that. You understand? So please, don't just let it end here. Go to our YouTube page. You have a lot to learn. Her book, you want to buy it. That book, you don't want to miss it. You want to buy it, and I don't think it costs an arm and a leg. The link, we are going to share it on our page. Buy it and see how your life will be transformed before the end of it. We have a reason we do this every February. You understand? So that you still have 10 months to repackage everything you want to repackage about your life. Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you, real.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you
God
so
bless you,
much. Thank
everyone.
you so much.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
That was very, very informative, and
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. More grace.
Amen.
All right. I
Yeah.
hope we've all had a good time learning and changing our mindset and reframing all the beliefs, all the negative beliefs that we have. All right, I think we need to call it a night here. It's been quite a session, and we continue on the 2nd of March. We're looking at building confidence and positive self-image. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for remaining to this time. We'll see you all on Saturday, which is the grand finale. You don't want to miss that. That's going to wrap up all these exclusive sessions that we've been having, right? It's going to be exceptional. So come prepared for that. Thank you, everyone.
Sorry, is it Saturday? Let's get the date right. Is it Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's Saturday. Yes.
Second, I don't think so.
Yes.
2nd of March is on a Sunday. Yeah, I know my dates.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday. Oh,
yeah.
really? How did I miss that? Oh, okay. 2nd of March. Pardon me, everyone. 2nd of March is on Sunday. So come prepared. That's going to wrap up every of this transformative journey that we've been having. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And we'll see you all on Sunday. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Please, everything you have learned, put them in the chat so we can let her know that, yes, this is the value
Yes, as usual.
from the session. Yes, thank you.